Hey there, today I am blocking my work. Blocking is not for everybody, and if you skip this part, that's totally fine. I am blocking my work today because I want these stars to be as perfectly flat as I can get them, and you can see they're in various states of flatness. You do need a few things to block work. Now, this is the way that I block. It doesn't mean it's the right way, but it is the way that has worked for me over the years. I have about 2 liters of warm water with about half a teaspoon of this quilt soap. It is for very delicate work. This is for quilt crochet. You could probably find this in any of your craft stores. I put about half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of that in my warm water. I have these foam pads that will eventually link up. I have about 4 of these. It's going to give me about 4 square feet to work with. And then I have blocking needles. I will show you how it all comes together. Okay, step 1. I have about 2 liters of water here with a little bit of that soap, that quilt delicate soap. Not enough to clean the yarn. And I don't want to clean the yarn. I just want to provide a little bit of structure to the yarn. I'm working with cotton yarn here today, but all I've done is just get it soaking enough to completely saturate it. And then I'm just going to squeeze out as much water as I can by hand. I don't want to put these in the dryer. They're not that big, this work, so it should be fairly easy to do by hand. I've got 3 going here. Okay, next step. So these are hand wrung out. I didn't want to put them in the dryer or anything like that. What I'm going to do is place them on the mat and try to get it in the shape that I ultimately want them to stay in. So I'm going to do this 3 times. Here we go. There are these blocking needles. I mean, you can probably use any needles. These are just 2 points on the end of these, so you can just speed through it real quick. But what I want to do is pin down the work such that I'm stretching it to be the shape that I want it to dry in so that it stays like that when it's completely dry. This step just takes a little bit of work to get it exactly the way you want it. So they're damp. I wouldn't say they're sopping wet, but they're damp. And the idea here is that when you pin them into place, and it takes a bit of finessing depending on the kind of work that you're doing, but I really want these points to be sharp. There you go. So the idea here, you pin them down, you get them exactly where you want them, how you want them shaped, and then when they dry, you don't need to fuss. They're exactly the way you need them to be. Now I have a lot of these. I think I'm going to end up with about 50 of them. So I got my work cut out for me today, but it's raining. It's the perfect day to do it. The doggies are here. That's probably my doggy here. This bowl keeping me company, but that's it. I really want sharp, fine edges here. There you go. Now we let it air dry.